Have you ever noticed how accents or language can influence the way we perceive someone? A person's way of speaking can lead to assumptions about their intelligence, background, or even their capabilities. This phenomenon is tied to what linguists call language attitudes. This is an example of language attitudes. It's about how people judge or feel about certain language, accents, or dialects. Language attitudes shape opportunities, relationships, and even identity. In this video, we will discuss three key points. The first one is what language attitudes are. The second one is example of how they affect real-life situations. And the last one is why it's important to understand and challenge these attitudes.
First thing first, we should know about language. Language, whether national, regional, or foreign, is a tool used by people to communicate their needs, wishes, and ideas. People use language every day, both in spoken and written forms, making it a central part of human life. Because of this, everyone has their own opinions or attitudes toward the language they use. Language attitudes are how people feel about different languages, dialects, or accents. These feelings can be positive, negative, or neutral. Language isn't just a way to communicate. It is also connected to our identity, culture, and even social status. So how we feel about a language can affect how we see the people who speak it and even how we behave towards them. This can be seen through their speech or communication behaviors.
Let's talk about types of language attitudes. The first one is positive language attitudes. Positive language attitudes refers to an individual's favorable or supportive attitudes towards language, dialect or accents, or linguistic community. People with this attitude tend to view the language as an important tool for communications, identity, or cultural expression. The second one is negative language attitude. This kind of attitude is quite the opposite from the first one. Negative language attitude refers to an unfavorable or prejudiced perspective towards language, dialect or accents, or the people who speak it. This attitude can manifest in the form of stereotypes, discriminations, or the devaluation of certain language or way of speaking. People with this attitude may view other language or dialect as inferior, lesser, or less important, leading to social stigma and exclusion of their speakers.
Let's start with a negative example. In the conversation, some individuals describe the American accent as lazy compared to British accent, which was labeled formal and classy. Others pointed out that American English includes mispronunciation like saying water instead of water. These comments reflect a hierarchy where certain accents like British English are considered superior, while others are dismissed as less refined. Now let's look at a positive example. Jerome Pauline Sijabat, a YouTuber from Indonesia, demonstrates a strong pride in the Indonesian language. He actively uses and promotes it in virtual spaces, showcasing its richness and beauty to a global audience. This positive attitude not only strengthens the status of the Indonesian language, but also inspires others to embrace and celebrate their linguistic heritage.
Why it is important to understand and challenge this language attitude? It is important to understand and challenge language attitude because this attitude affect the way people are treated in daily life. For example, when certain accents are considered better or more polite than others, it creates a view that some ways of speaking are superior. Such attitude can lead to discrimination, such as people with certain accent being perceived as less intelligent or professional. By challenging this view, we can appreciate all accent and ways of speaking as long the message is understood. In addition, encouraging a positive attitude toward different language and accent, as Jerome Pauline did, by showing pride in Bahasa Indonesia, helps others to appreciate their own and others' language.
In summary, language attitudes, whether positive or negative, significantly impact individuals and society. Negative attitudes can lead to exclusion and discrimination, while positive attitudes like Jerome Pauline's pride in the Indonesian language can inspire and empower communities. So, what can we do? Let's start by listening to others with an open mind, free of judgment, and by promoting linguistic diversity in our own circles. Remember, every voice, accent, and language carries a story worth sharing. Now, let's keep the conversation going. What's your experience with language attitudes? Share it with us.